What's up? It's Ross. We're getting started with a error out of the back row, and I just want to take a look at that and pause that there because she gets the set right at 10 feet. If you're a guy, you really want that set at 6 feet. A girl maybe at 7.5. That ball was behind her, and so she wails it out of bounds. It's pretty easy to fix that mistake. A serve out of bounds, we'll skip through that. Libero Emma Halter serves into the net. Tried to get him short, but it didn't work. Moving on to the next point. All right, Ipar Kurt for Stanford from Istanbul, Turkey, also serves out of bounds. Now we have Ella Swindle back to serve. She gives me captain vibes. I like her. Ella serves into the deep corner, forcing a swinging pass that sets off the net, and it's a roll shot. Ella gets the dig. So setter's out, it's going to the outside, it's a roll shot, it's dug, and it's out to the outside, swung out of bounds. All right, let's take a look at that in slower motion. So looking at the passer, this passer takes a few steps back and does a really good job of, even though the arms go outside her frame, she brings the ball back to the middle of the court. The hitter over approaches and the set ends up behind her. She's forced into a roll shot and it's easily dug. It's a wasted opportunity for Stanford. The outside gets a bump set from the middle and she's just rolling it to keep it in. In general, roll shots are not ideal. They're too easily dug. We want swings for kills. Stanford sets tempo to the outside, which I like, but the middle backer doesn't attack. The middle blocker is able to cheat over on the outside. I think it was a nice swing, just wide and maybe long as well. Feel free to attack the hands if they give you line. You don't have to take it. You can still attack the block. So this point gets challenged, and it turns out there is a touch on Texas's block. That inside hand of the right side hitter clips the ball, and though the ball goes just deep, not wide, so I was wrong on that, it does get the touch off the block, and that's exactly what you want to see. Micro touches are points all day long. The great thing about a micro touch is a lot of times the defense doesn't even see it, so they're letting the ball go out of bounds even though you got a touch. This is a great way to score points. Micro touches all day. Attack the block. Get as little of the block as possible. It's beautiful. And that was 13, Elia Rubin with the kill for Stanford. We got number 9, Spencer Etzler serving for Stanford. It's a high set to the outside, blocked but out of bounds. That's a tool for Stanford's outside, Tori Stafford from California. She gets to go back to serve, and we have a tie ball game, 3-3. Floater. I'd like to see that pass go higher, and it's a low set. Elia covers herself up. I like how high that pass went. Stanford runs a 31 go in transition. It's dug. The libero sets the outside. It's dug by Elia. Back to the right side, and it's tipped out of bounds. Point for Texas. All right, we're analyzing. We're going to run it back, slow it down. I want to talk about this swing and cover. When you swing into the block with the intention of covering your own ball up, it's called recycling the point. It gives your team another opportunity to swing at the ball. Elia is showing you why you want to attack the fingertips. Here, the Stanford block knows the ball's going to the outside. You can watch that outside defender take one big shuffle step in and then jump as high as she can to pass that ball. When your block is fully set up, you want to stay deep and expect the ball to come off the hands, even though it's going out of bounds. You don't want to take that shuffle step up. It looks like the right side has a failed swipe. What I'll say on this one is the location of that set is fine if the setter's up at the net, but when the ball is coming from behind the right side, it's kind of over their head to their right arm, you're going to want to keep that ball even further off the net. You can tell that the right side didn't really have the option to swing. She's kind of forced into the tip. That was opposite Jordan Harvey. Texas leads 4-3. We got another angle where you can see that ball doesn't come all the way across. Jordan really has to jump into the court. The Texas block is really able to block the cross and force the line shot to the libero. Let's watch it one more time in replay speed. And the libero's almost there. Emma might have been able to dig that even if it was in. We have a serve. Libero overpasses, dug by the middle, and it's kind of overset. We got a joust at the net. It's covered by the setter. That's a kill on the outside by Abby Vanderwall from Illinois. On the replay, it looks like Stanford's doing seams left passing because that libero's basically in the middle of the court when she passes that ball. The outside's just letting her take it. I think the outside has to pass with confidence. The libero is more likely to overpass or shank the ball if they're coming all the way from the outside to the middle of the court. This play for Texas seems rushed to me. If I'm the middle, I want to throw that pass as high as I possibly can, give my attackers enough time to get all the way off the net and do a full approach. This set's way too tight. Stanford's middle blocker can basically touch it. The cover's an overpass leading to a joust. Another cover for Texas. The libero sets the outside Abby Vanderwall for another cross-court kill. It's not really possible to overstate the importance of covering your hitters. Texas makes multiple mistakes and they still get the point because they cover the ball twice. Texas has a 2-point lead. Stafford back to serve again. And she tags the end line. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, definitely in. It's 6-3 Texas. Taking a look at the bio, Tori Stafford is a junior. She played the previous 2 years for Pittsburgh, and transferred to Texas this year. She's been having a stellar season so far. She serves the seam between the two outsides, and Stanford runs another 31 go. This time, it's a great connection with the middle, and that's Lizzie Andrew from Washington. This replay angle's perfect. You can see she's up, Lizzie's up. Neither of the blockers for Texas are up, and she's able to just blast the ball right at the setter. She's not able to control it, and that's a kill. This serve is a little high. It's pretty easily handled. The back set to the right side ends up with a sharp cross swing. That kill was by Carrie Spears. She's a freshman from Texas. Texas subs in a defensive specialist, Anja Kudnjundzik, for the serve. It's a low pass and the setter panic dumps it. Anja digs the dump, leading to a right side swing with options. The middle's late on that one. The lesson here is good passing holds blockers. The quality dig gives a single block to the right side, and Spears gets another cross-court kill. This kill's a little deeper than the last one, so she's really working that right back defender. First shallow, then a little deeper. I can't tell if that's Jordan Harvey, but she doesn't even have time to react to that ball. It is absolutely in range. That's one step and you're there. All right, let's see. We have a short serve. And it's overpassed. You're going to want to exaggerate the J-stroke and not overpass that ball. Props to the setter, Taylor Yu, for that joust. She's from California. Elia Rubin back to serve, and I would just really like to see more jump serves in the women's game. I'm sure you guys have run the numbers, and floats might be statistically better. That one's out of bounds. So Texas is back up 4 now. Kari Spears serves, also out of bounds. Coco's back to serve, targeting Tori Stafford. It's a good pass and basically a textbook one ball. Maybe we can take a look and see if that was diggable. The kill's by Aiden Ames. The setter sets the ball about 7 feet off the net. Aiden's already approached a little bit past her. You can see she kind of has to lean back a little bit. She still crushes the ball, but you want to keep that ball in front of you, and I say don't approach past your setter. Until after you jump, keep that setter in front of you. So in this case, she jumped from 6 feet. I'd say jump from 7.5 feet, just so that ball stays in front of you. And this ball was diggable. Coco's digging this ball, and you can see her arms are apart on contact. She shuffles into position after the contact, then connects her arms between her knees. We're just freezing right here so you can see that. And then she takes both arms off to the left to dig the ball. I would drop into stance a split second sooner. And I like my arms relaxed, like elbows kind of by my side, hands a little bit over my knees, maybe slightly outside the knees. And I just shoot the far arm across my body to where the ball's going to be. Don't meet in the middle and then swing out. Get that far arm across, the close arm's going to be there. Not sure who's serving. It's taped and passed by the middle. The hitter's leaning back on that swing, and Tori swings into the net. What I like here is how high Erica's pass is. That's Erica Sayer, and she's able to get up. She hustles for the slide. She's still a hitting option. Here we can see Ipar Kirks leaning back pretty far to hit this ball off the hands, and it gets dug. And there's not much to say about a missed swing. Swing deeper. We'll move on to the next point. Tori passes. She steps in to do it and almost falls down. Still gets the set and the kill. Just blasts it right at the libero. But it worked. It's a well-formed block and a great swing. What I'd like to see is the libero for Stanford, Spencer Etzler, take a step on that, on her defensive move. She kind of falls with style, and I've been there, done that. They called me Buzz Lightyear. But you want to take a step so that you can get to that ball. Super low pass by Spencer. I don't think that was intentional. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by number 5, Jordan Harvey. It was close. I don't have a huge problem with any of these touches. Moving on. Elia passes it. Pretty good pass back to Harvey. Emma digs it. Naya gets the back set. It's dug by the setter. Right side high ball. It's dug. And Spears comes out of the D ball for the kill. There are a couple things I don't like about this play. Elia passes and then just is not a hitting option. Her libero actually stands right in front of her, right in the middle of the hitting lane. I can't see what the hitter sees at the block, but this is wide open court in the back left. Now watch the blocker's footwork. We got a cross up, and she goes off for her approach. This is going to come into play because next time she does kind of a shuffle step and it doesn't get you as high. It's not as good as actually getting a cross turn on your block. She shuffle and over and she gets pushed off the net with the ball. It's a much weaker move. So this is a 12-minute video already and I am going to have to do a part 2. I just want to get this out. So this will be the last point. We saw Emma serve it. We're playing a little bit of tip ball. Oh my gosh. Swindle saves it at the last second. A little miscommunication on the Texas side. And the middle gets a good swing, but it's blocked. And Swindle with the kill. Oh, no, she's dug. And Swindle with the block. Let's go. What an exciting point to end on. Ipar passes. It looks like it catches her a little high. I would pass just a little higher. That way Taylor can get her hands on the ball to set. This ball's so tight, there's not much Jordan can do. You could swipe off the block or maybe recycle the ball. Tori plays it back to the middle of the court and then gets set. She's only able to tip it, covers herself. And it's barely saved by Swindle. Swindle hesitated as if someone was going to take the ball. Everyone's back to swing. They have to give up a free ball. On a perfect pass, some setters will almost always go to the middle. Naya predicts it, and she pops with the middle. Naya gets the block, but Elia covers it up. It's actually a really good cover shell for Stanford. And even though Elia is getting off the ground, this is actually a perfect time to set her in the middle back. She doesn't really transition to swing, but she should be an option here. Another over set. This one's dug and saved by Elia. Jordan Harvey tips into a double block. And Swindle with a huge block to secure a 4-0 scoring run. That's it for now. I hope this helps. There will be a part 2. This is Ross Madden signing out with Only Volleyball Fans. Let's go win some volleyball.